This is section 5.7, and we're finishing up with chapter 5. We're going to talk about some nonlinear models and constructing them. We'll use regression to do that. So you have a page in your yellow packet. One of the pages has this information on it, and one is the part about regression that's in the calculator pages. So you might want to have both of those out. So we have 3 different regression models that we've not done in the rest of the course. Exponential, which looks like this if you plot it, is rapid growth. Logarithmic data, you are growing, but it's much slower. You'll get higher quicker with exponential. And logistic starts out slow and then it becomes rapid. So, and then it levels off. So slow, rapid, and then levels off. So that's a different one. Down here, we've got what, and I've highlighted what you'll see in your calculator. You'll see AB to the X. That's the one we want to look for exponential. And then A plus B ln X, that will be the logarithmic. And the logistic is this crazy one with C over 1 plus AE to the negative BX. So we'll refer back to this, but that's all the notes for this, and it's just going to be calculator driven. So let's look at the problems. So number 1, and I think there's only 5. Make a scatter plot of the following data and find one of those that best models. So let's do one of these together. Get this up. Second, quit. So the first thing that I want you to do is do second and y equals, and that's the plot menu. And we want to hit enter here and turn that thing on. We want to be sure that the type is right here for the dots and that you have an L1 and an L2. Once you've done that, second, quit, and now that's ready to go. So now we'll go to Stat, hit enter on edit, and all of these directions are in that yellow packet. We're going to put the X values in L1. So we'll put 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll pop over to the L2 and we'll put the Y values. 6.27. Goodness gracious. 6.27. All right, there's the first one. Okay. And then, okay, so you want to double check that you have the same number of items in both columns so that they match up and that you didn't do any mistakes in the typing. Then you're going to do a zoom 9 for statistics. And we're looking for that kind of picture in our answer. And we get one right here. Now, their window looks different. If you can't match it, I think you can tell here that that's the one it is. But if you couldn't, you could make your Y max 50 and your X max 5, and you'd probably be fine. But it may, I think we can see what it is. So we can tell that that's exponential. We would choose that. Now, to get our calculator to actually come up with this equation, we've done regression in the rest of the course, but this is a reminder. Stat, over to calc, and we said it's exponential, so we want to go down till we see exponential regression. And there it is. So we'll hit enter. And for my calculator, I just need to go down to calculate. On some of the older ones, you'll just hit enter. But we'll go down here and hit enter for calculate. And we come up with A times B to the X. That's our main form. A is this number, B is this number. In our problem, it says round to the nearest tenth. So if I get the calculator back up, I've got 3.3 parentheses 1.9 close raised to the X. So that's how we got that answer. So if you'll follow that strategy, you should be okay. Number 2, you're going to do the same thing, but this one is logistic. And just, you can see it's going like this, and it goes that, and then it does there. So that one is going to be logistic. And the logistic one, you know, it just got more parts. But if you'll just know, if you look at that front page of the lecture notes, your C value goes on top, then A is there, E raised to the negative B. So keep that in mind. So your B value when you do this one comes up as 1.38, but you got to put it in as a negative. So just fill in those parts and you should be okay. Number 3, same way. We're figuring out what it's going to be. It's this. That looks logarithmic. It's kind of curving over. And it says to pick the right numbers. Now, if you know that it's logarithmic and not exponential and not logistic, you could just pick this one because you're not having to type that in. You're just going to pick it. But you should try it in your calculator anyway. Okay. Number 4, I guess we just have 4. So number 4, find a function that models the data. For one, heavier birds tend to have larger wings than smaller birds. For one species, the table lists the area of the bird's wing in square inches, and this is the bird's weight in pounds. So we're going to put that in our calculator, and we should get something like this. And that is going to be, it looks exponential. Let's see. Yeah, that should be exponential. And it's going to be 84 point, let's just do this together. Let's see. All right, I'm going to get my calculator, and we'll put that one in, and we'll do this one together. So stat and edit. And to clear your column real quickly, you can jump up. Don't hit delete. Hit clear and enter, and that will clear your whole column. So clear and enter. And then let's put in those numbers. Let's see if I can get down here where, okay, 2, 6. All right, 2, 6. 10, 14, 18. And then we'll move over, wherever my cursor is. We'll move over and we'll put in these, 135, 345, 470, 594, 690. Let's make sure I got those in. Okay, looks like I got those in right. Let's get this back up here. Let's do a zoom 9. All right, so we do have that. Now it says, when we get down to the picture, what window did it have? 0, 22. So let's just go ahead and do that. 0, 20, scale of 2. And the other one was 100 and 700. Okay. 100, 700. And what was the scale? 50. Okay. So we'll put that in. And then we'll just hit graph. Okay. So now we should have that same kind of graph that you have right there. All right. So that's your A part. Now, if we go to stat and over to calc, and we go down to exponential, let's see what we get. Enter, come down, calculate. That's not the right one. So, hold on. Let me look at this. Okay, I've checked everything to make sure that I had all my stuff right. And let me clear that out. So here's what the deal is. It is not an exponential function, and I didn't think it looked like it really because it started to curve. it's a power function, and I didn't put that in your notes. I'll need to make a change to that, but I'm putting it in the video, so we should be good. So we're going to go down to power function right there, and we'll enter and do the same thing. You're just choosing it, and it's not one that was in your actual notes, but we'll still do it. And then we get the right things. So here's your A. So that's this 84.157. And then you have X or W raised to this power. And they said round to 3. So we got those. So that would be there. This is here. And then to get the weight that corresponds to an area of 650 square inches. So we're going to go to our y equals, and we need to put this equation in, and that'll give us this blue line, and then we need to do y equals 650, which will give us this line. So let's look at that. So let's go to y equals, and we're going to put 84.157x raised to the 0.743, and then here we're going to put 650. We are going to have to change our window because that 650 is huge. So I've put a window here. So let's just go to our window and let's do -10 and 20. That'll be fine. And then we'll come down. That'll be a 1. We'll start at 0. We don't need to be down that low. And then we'll put 700 and a scale of 1. So just match this window here, and then let's hit graph. So we've got our power function and the straight line for 650. All we have to do is second, calc, 5, enter 3 times. We get 15.66, and I think it said round to 1 decimal place, so 15.7. So I will put that on, I'll write on the notes that it's a power function. So number 4 will be a power function, and you'll find it in there. Other than that, we're doing it exactly the same way. So I think that will get you what you need.